Hey everybody, this is Perch. I've got a question to creators out there. Whether you're a independent creator, whether you work for the big two, wherever you happen to be, you did a lot of work, you do less work now, and it's this. Because I've talked to a number of creators, and the people I talk to in person have a very consistent answer to the question I'm about to ask. Basically, they don't like it. Not the question. They're fighting. They're basically fighting to do more, which is normal good behavior. That's what you would expect. But as I look and I get emails, so a lot of you send in messages to me saying things like, "Hey, Perch, did you happen to see this GoFundMe? Did you happen to see this creator needs money? Did you happen to see this person on Twitter is talking about cannot afford gasoline? Did you hear? Did you see this? And they're sending me these things as kind of a ha ha kind of look at this stupid industry and look at the fact that creators are talking about needing to afford food. I'll for the life of me, I do not understand, and I think we'll never understand why anyone who is it needs food, why you would post that on Twitter. I think that is you're out of your mind. I don't understand it. I don't get why you would go public with that kind of stuff. I mean, maybe it's a generational thing. I don't understand why somebody would put "I'm autistic" in their bio. I don't understand why somebody would post saying, "Hey, times are really tough. I can't afford a sandwich." I guess I can afford. I guess I can understand why somebody would do a GoFundMe. Hey, I fell on hard times. Can you please help me out? I can understand they need money, so it's pragmatic. But if you're just complaining on Twitter that your ass is broke, what are you getting out of that? What are you looking for? Sympathy? Are you looking for? Are you hoping somebody will just magically Venmo you? What are you after? Because otherwise, I mean, is your are you trying to really adopt a persona of being a broke loser? Because that's how it comes across. It doesn't come across as charming. It doesn't come across like somebody going, hey, I didn't have the best day at work today. I kind of messed some things up, but fight again tomorrow. It's okay. That's somebody kind of putting on a kind of hapless but optimist kind of persona. I get that. But why would you write? Like a bunch of people sent me this tweet from a while ago, going, "Hey, I don't go to the dentist, so teeth are falling out of my mouth." Like, what? Why would you write that? I mean, why? I think you want to come across as a functional adult, but when you write stuff like that, you are communicating that you are not a functional adult. So why? Why do you do it? My question for the creators, like I kind of started this off on, is: are you satisfied? And by satisfied, there's a lot of different ways to say it. And no, I think everybody is at different peace with themselves about the money they make. Some people are pushing to be a millionaire. Some people just want to, do what they love and not starve doing it. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone has to have the same dream of making a lot of money and cashing in. Some people enjoy the romance of poverty, or as Sean Murphy said it a while back, the religion of poverty. Some people are prescribed to that. They think that their work is not pure unless they're suffering. Fine, okay, that's a dumb reason, but it is a reason. But when I ask, are you satisfied? It doesn't have to be about money. It can be about, are you creatively satisfied? Are you doing the work that you want to do? There's a creator online, or who's talking about basically, what is it? I'd love to get high, but I can't afford weed. Which is, yeah, I mean, it's multiple pathetic at that point. You're posting that, but okay, fine. You want to get high, you can't afford weed. The work that they're doing, the comic that this person's on, is a low selling Marvel book, and the artwork is not great in this book. And I look at that and going, okay, so what are you satisfied? You're clearly not satisfied by the money because you can't afford weed and you want to get high. You're not satisfied by the work you're doing in comics. There's no way you could be. The art looks like shit, and it doesn't, like, nothing. Nobody is impressed. No, nothing. None of that is making anybody excited about anything. The work that's going on. So I ask this question, are you satisfied? And if you're not satisfied, then my follow-up question is, what steps are you taking to change that? And it could be a lot of different answers to that question. It could be, I'm looking to get the F out of comics as soon as I can because it doesn't pay enough. Okay. It could be, I'm looking to leave the big two and do my own comic, do something independent because, even if I don't make a lot of money, at the very least, I will, feel good about what I'm doing. Okay. That's a good answer too. There's a lot of good answers here. There's a lot of ways to kind of, peel the onion. But what are you doing is the big one. What active steps are you taking to improve your situation? Because when I see people posting that they can't afford a sandwich or that their teeth are falling out of their head or that, this is why, what was the other one? It's like, this is why I don't have children because I'd never be able to afford, spousal support. Like that, again, there's many layers to how pathetic that is. Okay, so you don't want to have kids. You don't want to have kids because you're already assuming that you're going to get divorced and have to pay parental support. Like, my God, I just, where do you even go with that? What are you supposed to do with a post like that? So what are you doing to improve your situation? And I think this isn't a question you don't have to answer to me, the random YouTuber, but hopefully you're answering this to yourself. What are you doing? By the way, one of the things, and this is like tough love dad life coach, whatever the hell you want to call it. Not all plans work. Having ambition, trying to improve your station in life, whether it's financial, whether it's where you live, who you're with, the creative work you're doing, the product you're putting out, whatever it happens to be. There's a lot of different answers to this. You're going to try a lot of different things, and some of them will not work. Definitely some of your plans will fail. There's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't try, you definitely will not, you're definitely not going to succeed if you never actually, take a shot. So hopefully you're making an attempt to do something. But again, I'm puzzled. I'm puzzled by what feels like a distinct lack of ambition. People who say, straight out, things aren't good for me. I have no plan to make it better. My plan, I guess, is to go on Twitter and bitch. That's my plan. Hopefully, that plan will pan out. And I'll tell you, that's a shit plan. That plan's not going to get you anywhere. I guess I'm tired of, again and again and again and again, it's post after post after post of people. And guess what? A lot of people are broke. Lots and lots of people are broke. Everywhere. It sucks to be broke. It sucks not to have a lot of money. I grew up poor. My family did not have a lot of money. What would have been really great? Beach vacations as a kid. I've taken my kids on all kinds of absurd shit that I didn't get as a kid. And, my worry that I'm, going to turn my children into a bunch of assholes that don't appreciate things. That is a worry I have. I take steps to have it. What a privileged position that is. It is. Well, it's a great problem to have. But when I didn't have any money, when my family didn't have any money and we were trying to figure things out, my goal was to figure out a way to improve my life. And as a kid, you don't think about money. You don't think about like, I'm going to invest in a bunch of stock and, start to you don't think that way. You just think, how can I make my life more comfortable? How can I make it so I'm not hungry? How can I make it so that, the kids aren't going to laugh at me because I don't have a Nintendo? Whatever it happens to be, this is what you think about if you want to improve your life. Again and again and again, it's post after post after post of I'm broke. I'm angry. I'm openly furious at Madonna for announcing this tour when I am very broke. But I've never seen her, and I'm going to have to just get even more broker, I guess. Bitch, you're a senior editor. What are you talking about? I read this, and it's like, this has to be a game. This has to be phony. What message does this send to the regular editors, people who aren't senior editors? What message does it send to the creators that you're hiring that you can't afford a $375 ticket? I mean, what is even going on? It's a horrible message. Don't tweet that. Don't self-own like that. That's ridiculous. I don't get it. And again, I look at this and go, you have more money than this. Either you have more money than this, and this is some kind of weird game to appear broke to people on social media for reasons I can't comprehend, or you are so absolutely piss poor with your money, you as a senior member of a company that is one of the big two cannot afford a $375 ticket. What message does that send to your coworkers, to the people you hire? It sends a terrible message. I'm looking out for you. I'm not going to sit here and point and laugh. Plenty of people are doing exactly that. But you can't show up this way. Have you ever heard this expression, by the way? This is becoming popular in the workplace. It's how you show up. So it's like they put up on goals. Work on how you show up. How you show up basically means that, you come in, you don't stink like vomit or feces or, stale liquor. And, you look competent. When you go into a room, people say, wow, I'm glad this person is here. This person has raised the IQ of the room. That's how you want to show up. If you're complaining that you can't afford a ticket, come on. Come on. So my question is, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? Do you want more? By the way, most people who are wealthy, who are doing well, are not satisfied. They want even more. One of the greatest catch-22s of money is that when you have it, you want more of it. You're never satisfied. It just keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. It's why you get these slogans like money doesn't buy you happiness. That message, money doesn't buy you happiness, just for what it's worth, that's intended for people who are rich and have money. That money is not intended for people who are broke. You go and tell somebody who's truly broke, money doesn't buy you happiness. That person's going to punch you in the mouth. If you can't afford a sandwich, then yeah, money will buy you happiness. It's going to buy you food. The reason that phrase exists is for people who have wealth, who, are obsessed with getting more wealth and are caught in a vicious cycle that they can't get out of. That's who that message is for. It's not for poor people. For poor people, it is about how can you improve? Are you satisfied? How can you improve your station in life? How can you make things better? What do you need? What do you need to level up? Are you satisfied? I hope that you are. But, if you're complaining about sandwiches and tickets and things, thanks for listening.